Everyone knew he was guilty. The police knew it, the investigators knew it, even the victims knew it. They had his name, they had his face, they knew exactly what he was doing, and yet they could not arrest him. Not for a day, not for a year, not even after the evidence piled up. Because every time the police got close, the case collapsed. This is the true story of a criminal who didn't hide from the law, he stood right in front of it. He wasn't a shadowy figure, he didn't wear disguises, he didn't change identities, he didn't run. He lived openly, same address, same routine, same face on the street every morning. Police reports mentioned him repeatedly, witnesses pointed to him, informants whispered his name, and yet every case file ended the same way: insufficient evidence. Not because the crime didn't happen, but because nothing ever stuck. At first, the crimes seemed unrelated. Different victims, different locations, different methods. But one detective noticed something strange, a pattern, not in what was stolen, but how the law was avoided. Every crime ended right at the edge of legality. Contracts were signed, permissions were granted, loopholes were exploited. It was as if the criminal understood the law better than the people in. Police tried everything. Surveillance, search warrants, undercover operations, but each attempt hit the same wall. Evidence collected legally became unusable legally. Witnesses changed their statements. Documents turned out to be technically valid. Actions that looked criminal were, on paper, allowed. Every move the police made had already been anticipated. It wasn't luck, it was preparation. This criminal didn't plan crimes, he planned defenses. Before anything happened, he made sure there was plausible deniability, legal justification, and someone else to blame. He recorded conversations, kept contracts airtight, communicated through intermediaries. Nothing was accidental. Every action was designed to answer one question: can this be proven in court? The answer was always no. Inside the police department, his name became infamous. Officers knew him, prosecutors hated his files, judges sighed when they appeared. Cases dragged on for years, careers stalled because of him. And the worst part? He knew exactly how untouchable he was. He complied politely during questioning, smiled during interviews, followed every instruction. He wasn't afraid, because fear is for people who break the rules. One investigation nearly ended everything. A single mistake, a single overlooked detail. For the first time, police believed they had him. Charges were prepared. The arrest was planned. The case looked solid, until the defense stepped in. They didn't deny the actions, they reframed them. What looked like intent became coincidence. What looked like control became ignorance. What looked like crime became procedure. The case collapsed again. Eventually, the realization set in. This wasn't a failure of policing, it was a failure of the system. The criminal hadn't broken the law, he had weaponized it. He understood that justice doesn't punish what feels wrong, it punishes what can be proven, and he made sure nothing ever crossed that line. There was no dramatic arrest, no handcuffs, no courtroom verdict. The crimes stopped quietly, not because he was caught, but because attention became dangerous. He disappeared into normal life. No charges, no conviction, no official record of guilt. Only a reputation. This story isn't about a criminal who escaped justice. It's about a system that can be studied, learned, and exploited. Because sometimes the most dangerous criminals are not the ones hiding from the law. They're the ones standing safely behind it. And as long as proof matters more than truth, some criminals will always walk free.